Hi Pisces, this is your reading for the week of February 9th, 2026, or when you hear it resonates, and it won't be for everybody. So Pisces, what I started getting this morning as I was beginning to work with your energy was this concept that I was asked to write out. And it was that, and again, this will not be for every Pisces, but I feel as though this was specifically for a particular group of people within the Pisces collective. That when you're raised in a situation in a family where for whatever reason you do not feel secure, there is the tendency for a child to anchor into the only thing they know, which is their personality. And they will anchor into their personality as a way to try to figure out how to cope with whatever situation is around them. But the thing with that is it can lead to a sense of disconnection from a deeper self. You can be very anchored in the personality, but not in your soul, not in your higher conscious mind, which of course for young children very often is not really an issue because that's not where their consciousness is positioned to be. It's positioned to be in a naive state, unaware of their full spiritual essence. Right? That's part of what we come in with. We come in with a forgetfulness in order to be able to learn how to deal with emotions, etc. At least that's one philosophy and one I subscribe to. So, what you're being told here, Pisces, is you may have felt a tendency to attach onto other people. Because if you're not attached to yourself internally, if you don't have that safe anchored point within yourself, beyond your personality, beyond the very strong coping mechanisms you have created in order to move through life and evolve, if you don't have that, then if you don't have that deep anchored place, then there is a tendency to feel very, very lost, adrift in the world, not knowing where to go or what to do. And it may lead you into doing things very mechanically or getting into structures that will help kind of guide you so you don't have to think too much about it. But it can also mean you feeling kind of disconnected from deeper communication, from deeper emotion, and from a deeper understanding of who you are at a really profound level. It doesn't mean to say you won't have a view of spirituality or even necessarily be very connected in some way. But again, even that can be something we will tether ourselves to if we are not anchored to our souls. We'll just kind of like reach out and grab onto something, a relationship with a person, a role, a profession, a spiritual community. It can be any of those things. And none of those things in and of themselves are in any way negative. If, however, they are coming out of a sense of you not really anchoring and trusting and having a really strong sense of internal life that takes you beyond your personality, where you can kind of laugh at yourself and not take your story so seriously, then it may be a good thing for you to consider that there is more room to grow inside. All right? But what you're being told is, in the process of all of that, you actually have developed a very, very strong mind, a mind that is very capable of being able to understand things, work through things, probably extremely clever, often incredibly creative, and not necessarily developed creatively or not necessarily something that you have accepted as being deeply creative, but the capacity is there. It's there in many, many different forms. And you're being asked to take that a little bit seriously, to just be willing to start something with a state of doubt and not feeling as though you have to know what's going to be happening out of it, to be able to look at your situation as it's a new day. It is a new day. It is a new beginning. And you're being told, when you start doubting that, that's okay. You don't have to know what the new day is going to be in order to know that it's good. What you're being told here also is consider what service means to you, the energy of service for you, because this, in conjunction with these cards, I feel like it's saying, no, you take care of you. Service. Service is about assisting others, yourself, the earth and its species, including the human race, regardless of praise or public accolades. It may be through deed or presence alone. It may simply be a way of thinking that permeates all of your normal daily activities. Hold the attitude that the world is a place where we're all here to help each other in some way and embody that. But this is also about you helping you. Now, this could mean for some of you that you might want some help in dealing with some of the repercussions of some of the attachments you have chosen in the past that have not always served you well. Some of you may be criticizing yourself for some of that or going back with regrets. And what you're being told is, no, it's a new day. It's a new day. Look at everything with fresh eyes. Slow down. If you are investigating and you want to get to know more, the way to do it is to slow yourself down and allow your focus to be narrowed, so your mind is not scattered, your energy is not scattered, you're not doing 100 things at once. Okay? You can let stuff just drop in as you're investigating, either the past or where you might want to go. But you are being told, sorry, not sorry. This is about you forgiving yourself. This is about you forgiving everybody, actually. But for yourself specifically, to not apologize for who you are. Even especially when you're identifying coping mechanisms for yourself that maybe have not served you well or not still serving you well. Please understand that when, again, it goes back to that initial thing the spirits were talking about today, Spirit was talking about, and that is that when we don't have the support of a community that really helps us identify the fact that we have an inner life, that we have an ability to deal with our mind and an ability to deal with our emotions, and that we can learn how to do that according to what is in alignment with what our nature is as children. We're going to do what we have to do to survive, and sometimes that's going to be coping mechanisms that don't work the best for us as we go on. It's going to be coping mechanisms that help us stay safe, and that can look very different from when we're kids to when we're adults. Please forgive yourself. If you're looking at things now and you're going, what did I do? What was I thinking? You were thinking what you could think at the time. You did what you could do at the time. Now you're being told, you have a mind. The mind is not only the tool with which we interpret the world around us. The mind is a great cosmic cookie cutter, which manifests our world according to its shape and the ingredients we put into it. So you might be checking into your shape. You might be checking into your ingredients. You might be looking back to look forward, but you are being asked. If you are looking back, sorry, not sorry, not sorry. New day, moving forward. Doubt is allowed. In fact, it's encouraged because you get to create it as you grow. I leave you with that, my very dear Pisces, and I wish you the best. Take care.